Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic, 30 years of experience. The next 6 to 8 minutes, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2019 Jeep Compass so you can make yourself an informed decision. Now, coming in on the front right tire, I'm going to say right off the get-go, you're going to need front tires because see the cracks that the weather cracks in there, okay? So definitely you're going to need a front right tire. Now coming behind the front right tire, first thing I want to point out that this is your outer CV boot. Now this is full of grease and it's not ripped, and it's important because if it was ripped, it'd be grease all over the place. It's important not to be because this is what drives the car forward, and this lubrication keeps it doing that. So that is good. This is your lower right ball joint. Now this is critical that this is tight because it's one of the two things that hold the wheel to the chassis, and it is tight. Now, and then this is your right outer tie rod. Now, the right outer tie rod, this is one of two things that is the most important thing in the whole car because it holds the wheel to the steering, and it is tight. So that is tight, doing its job. This is the right sway bar link connected from here up to there. Now, this is important to be connected and doing its job because it controls the sway when you go around the corner. Now, this is your right inner CV boot, a little harder to see, but again, full of grease, and if it was ripped, it'd be grease all over the place. So, leak-wise, now brakes on your front here, you've got about 25,000 K left on your front brakes. Now, so leak-wise, brake-wise, suspension-wise, I'm not seeing anything on the front right now. Okay, yeah. Okay, so coming across now, the bottom of the now here's the leak point. This is the bottom of the transmission here, and you see for yourself, good and dry. Bottom of the motor here, good and dry. Tiny bit of sweat out of this seal right here on your front right, but I think that actually, you know what, they just changed that axle, and they changed that seal. So this is just residual leak from the original seal. So that seal's been changed, which is good. Now coming across to the front left tire, I want to just point this out that yeah, you're definitely going to need two front tires, okay, because that tire is worn out. Now coming behind the front left tire, this is your outer CV boot, again not ripped, I should say, because it's full of grease and you see it all over the place. The left lower ball joint is tight. The left inner CV boot, again, see for yourself, good and dry, no leaks. The left outer tie rod, this is and critical, this is the one, this is tight, and that's important. The left sway bar link connected from here up to there, doing its job. Brakes, about 25,000 K on your front brakes. So you get lots of brakes left. Leak-wise, brake-wise, suspension-wise, so far, so good. Now, this is the right rear tire. Now, these are aggressive snow tires, down to about 40%. Down, but definitely not out. So you've got some tread on the on your rear right there. Now, coming behind the rear right tire, this is your right rear outer CV boot, again full of grease, and you see for yourself, good and dry. This is the inner CV boot, again see for yourself, good and dry. Now a leak point would be right here where the drive shaft's coming out of the diff, and you see for yourself, good and dry. The right rear sway bar link connected from here up to here, doing its job. All your connection points here, tight and tight. Your brakes at the back, okay, brand new brakes. You got 50,000 K. See how shiny they are? You got brand new brakes in the back and rotors, so you got 50,000 K on rear brakes. Now, coming across to the left rear side, again about 40% tread on aggressive snow tires. Coming behind the your left outer CV boot, good and dry. Left inner CV boot, good and dry. More importantly, behind that, see how dry that is? That's a leak point. If it was going to leak, it would leak right there. Another leak point would be right here, and this is good and dry. So the brake-wise, suspension-wise, leak-wise, I'm not seeing anything on the rear. Now, this is the right rear shock, and now these shocks this is your spring suspension here, and these things are full of oil. And now if it was leaking, you'd see oil dripping all the way down here, and see for yourself, good and dry. So on your right rear suspension, no issues. Okay, this is the right front shock, and again, same thing, full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down here. that is good and dry. Your right front suspension is intact and doing its job. This is the front left shock. Again, same thing. If it was leaking, you'd see it all along here, good and dry. And your suspension, so your your left front strut is good and dry. Okay, your left rear shock, again, same thing. If it was leaking, you'd see it all in here, and that is good and dry. Your suspension, so suspension-wise, I'm not seeing anything of any concern. Okay, you've got 151.75.9, which is a very low kilometers. You've got a crack on your windshield. Definitely need to get that changed. I don't see any check engine lights. Your dash looking very clean. Okay, what I'm going to do is take you out and show you the condition of the motor now. Okay, with the motor running. Okay, shot of your exhaust from the motor running. I'm not seeing anything of any concern there. Now, first thing I always do on any car is I take out the oil cap and I look underneath. Okay, I look underneath for any kind of white goo, which would indicate of a mixture of oil and antifreeze, which would be a big problem. Now, this is clean. I'm not surprised because, as far as I can tell, this has been well maintained and it is low kilometers. So, I am not hearing anything of any concern in this motor. There is a couple of issues. I mean, you definitely need two front tires. Yeah, other than that, I am not seeing anything of any concern. Oh, and a windshield as well. So hopefully this will help you make an informed decision. Now, if you buy the vehicle, all you need to do is contact me, because I'm going to give you a free 10% fuel saving device that I've been doing. I've done this for years and years and years. It never fails. It always works, and it's free for nothing. Just contact me. I'll put it on. Take me like 15 minutes, and you're out the door, and you're saving yourself 10% fuel. And believe me, who doesn't want to save 10%? That's all you have to do is contact me, and it's yours for buying the vehicle. Now, if this is not what you're looking for, by all means, let me know, because I can do this video inspection on any vehicle you're interested in. No cost, no obligation. Just let me know, because I have access to literally hundreds of vehicles, and I will be more than happy to help, because I just want you to buy safe with Eric.